Australian Unity has been partnering with Deakin University and the Australian Centre on Quality of Life for close to 20 years now to monitor the wellbeing of Australian adults. And to do that we use the Australian Unity Wellbeing Index. It's a measure of overall life satisfaction. It taps into 7 core domains of wellbeing, and they are satisfaction with your relationships with others, such as friends, family and work colleagues, your sense of achievement in life, your purpose and meaning, how satisfied you are financially, so your standard of living in life, and also your physical health, your personal safety, your sense of future security and your connectedness to the community. We did take a deeper dive into the question around financial security and wellbeing within the cohort that we looked at in 2018, and we found that there is an important relationship between the two. For instance, we found that people with higher perceived control over their finances tended to have higher wellbeing scores overall, and the reverse was true, people had lower wellbeing scores. We also found that debt was an issue for many people, and it wasn't the size of the debt per se, but it was the ability to manage that debt. The survey didn't ask people about stress or anxiety per se, but I think we can sort of guess at the fact that it's likely that people who are struggling financially, perhaps have a lower income, greater debt, are feeling greater stress. And we do know from other research that financial strain is related to anxiety and symptoms of depression. I think debt is something that increasingly people sort of expect to have, isn't it, to be able to break into the housing market. It's hard to do that without necessarily having some debt. So it is important for young people to be considering how they're going to manage debt, because we found that people who are struggling with that, really their wellbeing was quite significantly lower. So for young people going forward, I think thinking carefully about how they're going to manage their finances and keep any future debt in a state that they can afford to pay it back is really important, because it does play a role in overall wellbeing.